What happens when a woman vanishes in the middle of her pregnancy, and the person closest to her, her husband, is the one who ends up being charged with her murder? The case of Laci Peterson shocked the nation and turned her husband, Scott Peterson, from a grieving spouse to a prime suspect. On December 24, 2002, Laci Peterson, who was 8 months pregnant with her son, Connor, vanished from her home in Modesto, California. Her husband, Scott Peterson, claimed he had gone fishing that morning and returned to find her missing. A search for Laci began immediately, but no signs of her or her unborn child were found. For weeks, the Peterson family, along with the authorities, scoured the area. As the days turned into weeks, suspicion grew. The focus quickly shifted from a missing persons case to something darker. Was Scott Peterson involved in his wife's disappearance? On April 13, 2003, nearly 4 months after Laci's disappearance, her body and the body of Connor Peterson were discovered in a nearby marina, just a few miles from where Scott had claimed to have been fishing that day. Laci had been murdered, and her son had been cut from her womb. The discovery of the bodies led to Scott Peterson's arrest. An investigation revealed disturbing details about his actions in the months leading up to Laci's disappearance. Authorities discovered that Scott had been having an affair with another woman, Amber Fry, while his wife was missing. The trial began in 2004, and the prosecution painted a chilling portrait of Scott Peterson as a man who had planned and carried out the murder of his wife and unborn child. They argued that he killed Laci to be with another woman and used his fishing trip as a cover for his crime. Scott's defense team maintained that there was no physical evidence to prove he murdered Laci, and they argued that her death could have been an accident. But the evidence, his lies, his affair, and the discovery of Laci's body painted a damning picture. On November 12, 2004, Scott Peterson was found guilty of 2 counts of murder, including the murder of his unborn son, Connor Peterson. The verdict divided the public. Some believe Scott was guilty of a horrific crime, while others questioned the fairness of his conviction. Scott Peterson was sentenced to death, but his case has continued to spark debates about justice, morality, and the price of betrayal. To this day, the Laci Peterson case remains one of the most talked about and controversial criminal cases in American history. Was Scott Peterson guilty of murdering his wife and unborn son, or did the system get it wrong? The case of Laci Peterson still leaves us with many questions, and the debate over the verdict continues to this day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel using the link below.